Hey everybody, this is the Heretic. So this is part one of my two-part series on red flag laws. Part two is going to address the legal and constitutional implications and consequences of red flag laws. It's going to address how they are an absurdity in both aspects of that. But part one is going to address the practical element of this, why red flag laws are not effective, why they are useless, why they're not going to work just in and of themselves. Here's a question. How many guns do I have? How many weapons do I possess? How many firearms do I own? You have no idea. None. Now, don't feel too bad about that. It's actually something you have in common with every single agency or person on the continental United States. That's right. The local police have no idea either. The state police, the federal police, the ATF, the FBI, the NSA, the CIA, the Secret Service, the IRS, Homeland Security, none of them have any idea. None. They could all give you a number, they would all be wrong. Guaranteed. My mother doesn't know, my father doesn't know, my wife has no idea, my children have no idea, my best friend on the earth has no idea. Nobody except me and God have any idea, and if you're an atheist, then it's just me. And here's the thing, I'm not going to tell you. And we'll get into that later. I'm not going to tell you. Okay? So when you show up to take my weapons, how many guns are you supposed to leave with? All of them, sure. But how many is that? How many is all of them? When you show up and you go through my house, and I don't know how thorough you think these searches are going to be, but if you went through this particular home, the one that I reside in, top to bottom, I mean, you literally dismantled it board by board, nail by nail, you still wouldn't get them all. Sorry. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't. You don't know where a person, and that's not unique to me, guys. That's not uncommon or exceptional in my case. That's the case with a lot of people. And even on the off chance that you could, you wouldn't be able to prevent me from acquiring another one. But I digress. The point is, you don't know what person has a weapon at a friend's house, or at a relative's house, or hidden in a barn somewhere, or has the GPS coordinates written down, or just remembers what tree they buried them under in their yard. And you're sitting there saying, oh, that sounds kind of crazy. Yeah, that doesn't make you sound crazy at all. The crazy ones are the ones you'd have to worry about, aren't they? The people that would do just something like that. Those would be the ones that would concern you. Not all of them, but some of them. Some of you normal people are pretty concerning as well. A person had 15 weapons. Okay? They took 3 of them to perpetrate some awful crime, and they ended up just using 1. Or like was the exact case in Uvalde, they had 3 weapons, 2 very high-end weapons, a pistol. They had all of them in the vehicle with them, thousands of rounds, and they ended up using a fraction of that and 1 weapon. That's all. You could come and take 50 weapons away from a person when you should have left with 51. And here's the best part about that. And all you senators and you local police and police agencies that are tickled to death about that idea of red flag laws, you need to listen to this. Because when you come to execute a warrant on somebody to acquire their weapons, to disarm them, and you don't get them all, who's going to be responsible for that? We called you. You went. And either maybe you didn't go. We called you and you didn't go. There's going to be that. So you're going to have to go to almost every single one of them. Boy, that's going to be exhausting resource-wise in and of itself. But when you do go and you don't get them all, then what? Then what? Did he buy this weapon after the red flag warrant was served on him? No, he had it the whole time. Then what? Stop trying to disarm people. Stop it. It is a fool's errand.